Hello Pisces, welcome to your reading. I hope that you guys are all doing well. Please remember that this reading is general, so it may or may not resonate. This reading is going to be all about you Pisces, what you need to focus on, work on, things of that sort. We are going to be pulling on the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck, as well as the Animal Spirit Guides deck and the Self-Care Oracle deck. So, I just realized I'm not wearing one of my crystals today. Okay. Alright, let's go on with Pisces. Tell me, Spirit, let's go on with Pisces. Alright, well, everything is in reverse, but with this deck, we don't read reversals, Pisces. So you got Universe. So, Universe, we're all just stardust. So that's number 31. Some of you guys could be 31. We have number 29, Feast. Slow down and celebrate yourself. We have number 45, which is Throne. So it says your potential is endless. So I think right now you guys are standing in your power, maybe regaining your power from someone, especially if you are just getting out of a relationship that might not have been serving you, might be setting some boundaries with friends, kind of the same vibe that we've been getting before. But I feel like you are kind of co-creating with the universe. You are understanding how the universe works. Some of you guys are realizing that you are star seeds at this time. So you are kind of connecting with that side of yourself. And you are just learning how to practice some self-care, some self-love. Really, it's taking a step back from maybe friends and family just to kind of focus on really what you want and really who you are at the core here. And you are, maybe some of you are learning about manifesting. So you are learning that the possibilities with manifesting are really endless at this point, Pisces. So let's see what your spirit guides want to say to you. Cards, we'll see. Okay, so we have Manatee. It says accept the situation as it is rather than fighting to change it. So for some of you Pisceans, I don't even know what your guys' plural name is, but for some of you Pisces, I feel like you are just accepting things how they are. Like I said, I feel like you are figuring out who's really here for you, who's not. You are kind of cutting ties with people who no longer serve you. If this is in the form of a relationship, you know, you might have tried really hard to make things work with this person over and over and over again, and you realize that you are giving a little bit too much of yourself to this individual. So you decide to walk away, or they ended up walking away from you, whatever the case may be, if there was someone else involved, or they just felt that it was best for you guys to go your separate ways. I do feel like you just are not with this person at this moment, Pisces, and for some of you, it's been a hard transition. You really did care about this person. You love them. You might have saw like a long term with them and some potential for this to actually flourish, but I feel like this is the divine's rejection is pretty much divine protection at this point with this individual. We do have a Penguin. So it says the period of darkness that you've been experiencing is now passing. So Pisces, some of you guys have been going through this period for a little while. Could have been starting from last year and just kind of stemming off. You've been learning about yourself, really taking the time within, but I do feel like your hardships are going to be, you'll be overcoming them fairly soon. Some of you guys, this might actually pertain to your finances where you've gone through a tough period in your time where maybe you lost your job, you weren't able to find anything else, or even so, you could have quit your job and wanted to start a business and just not have it kind of take off the way that you originally thought it would. So, whatever resonates here, just take what resonates. But I feel like regardless, your dark period of time, whether it's you kind of going through like a dark night of the soul, purging your old life, whether it be pertaining to your finances, I do feel like your abundance is going to be coming in fairly soon for you, Pisces. We just did have Saturn go into, oh my gosh, or no, we just had Jupiter. Oh, is it Saturn? I think it was Saturn. Yeah, I think it was Saturn, and I'll add in what I need to say. But yeah, we just had Saturn. I don't remember which planet it went into. I just literally posted this a couple days ago, so I do apologize, guys. But yeah, that is about karma. So I feel like if you've been doing the work, been doing what you need to do for yourselves, that you are going to be receiving abundance. You're going to be receiving good karma fairly soon. I do know that, I think it was in Libra actually. It might not be Libra. I'll have to go check, guys. But it's going to be coming, but the dates are going to be from June 4th, 5th to October 23rd. So, whatever you've been doing, if you've been doing your shadow work, been treating other people as you would like to be treated, definitely sets firm boundaries, but we're respectful of others. During your transition, then I do feel like you are going to be receiving some good karma. We do have humpback whale. So I do apologize, guys. I don't know everything, especially when it comes to like the planetary stuff. I'm still learning, so bear with me. But humpback whale says music is essential to your healing and well-being, whether singing, playing an instrument, or listening. So obviously, Pisces, you guys are usually musically inclined. All the Pisces that I've met, my daughter is a Pisces as well. She loves music, she loves dancing, she loves drawing, all the arts basically. And I do feel like a lot of you guys share the same sentiment here. I feel like a lot of you guys might be musicians by your up-and-coming musicians. Some of you guys, you just really enjoy music. You like writing music, playing music. You might have like YouTube channels where you are singing and things of that sort. So I just feel like right now the focus is really on the healing, and your fruits of your labor are going to be coming in fairly soon. We do have honeybee. For those who do follow me on Instagram, I did post about the honeybee a couple times. It's been about like 3 to 4 weeks, I think, by now, but I saw a honeybee. I took a picture of it, and I mentioned like it was a traveler coming in, and it was a pretty weak honeybee. It ended up dying. I wasn't able to help it get nutrients. I have artificial flowers in my little backyard because I live in an apartment, so it's like really tiny, so I just have artificial ones. I do plan on getting like real flowers, of course, but that's besides the point. But the honeybee, the following week came in, and that one I was actually able to feed. It was weak as well, but I was able to give it a little bit of like sugar water. I know ideally you're not supposed to like feed honeybees. They're supposed to kind of be able to get to a flower, preferably, but that one was really weak, and I helped it out, and then it left, and it was flourishing perfectly. So the reason I brought that up is because like the spiritual meaning with bees might be meaning that your fruits of your labor are coming in, you're working hard, Could also mean that you might need to be working harder on your goals and your endeavors. But a lot of times, honeybees represent fertility and abundance. So I do feel like your abundance is coming in if you have been doing the work, okay? So with this card, it says, let compassion and forgiveness be your top priority in this situation. So Pisces, I feel like really you do need to have compassion and forgiveness for yourself. For maybe the things that have happened in your life that might have been out of your control, that you felt that you allowed happen, especially if you dealt with toxic individuals. You might be kind of beating yourself up for, just getting involved with these people in the first place. Then we have Cardinal. He says, the polarities of your spiritual pursuits and physical pleasures are out of balance. So do whatever is necessary to bring them back into equilibrium. So some of you guys might have actually been seeing cardinals here. Depending on where you live, maybe on your social media feeds, things like that. So I feel like right now there is just a little bit of out of balance between you and maybe like your 3D world and your spiritual world. Maybe it's just not really coming together necessarily. So maybe you are trying to be on like a spiritual path, but maybe it's so much as like you're not really walking as you talk it type of a deal. Like you are connected to source. You might just not be sharing necessarily your beliefs with other people, which I understand because you do need to move in silence. A lot of times there are people who just do not understand and who are not of your highest good as you walk the path on what you're meant to be doing. But at the same time, I feel like maybe some of you are having some issues with where there's a little bit of a disconnect where, your 3D world isn't necessarily representing the spiritual realm that you are trying to tap into. So, you might not be necessarily doing like your shadow work. You might not necessarily be doing your meditation, your journaling, things of that sort, writing down your manifestations, but you're still hoping for things to come together. And you got to remember, you can't just hope. You have to set the intention as you already got it, especially if you are on like a manifestation journey, and then you got to put some action behind it. Okay, so we have Tortoise. Says you're two fragments, so do whatever it takes to get grounded. Yeah, I feel like right now you guys are just having trouble being centered, grounded about everything that's going on. You might just be like really excited for a new beginning and things of that sort. There goes Bubba sneezing, so I guess I am tapping into something here. But I feel like some of you are just having trouble like really being centered. Maybe your chakras are off. I do feel like maybe it is like your root chakra, possibly your throat chakra, and some of you, even your heart chakras. I feel like it's kind of all the chakras for a lot of you. But I feel like you are trying to get balanced. There is chakra healing music that you guys can listen to. You can buy some crystals, clear your energy, get like little bracelets. I don't have anything on right now to show you, but or a necklace that has like the chakras on it. But I do feel like you do need to set the intention that you want to clear your chakras as you're listening to the meditation music, as you're listening to the healing chakra music. Just put that on loop maybe when you go to sleep, and really just believe in what you're doing and believe that, you are doing what's best for you at the specific time. There are going to be people who just do not understand, and they are not necessarily meant to be on your path, okay? You gotta remember, some people just come in for a season, and sometimes relationships do kind of die off. I was watching a TikTok video earlier today. You guys know I watch TikTok videos. I think you guys just saw the TikTok video I uploaded earlier today on my channel, but I digress. That TikTok video that I watched today, she was talking about how there are friends who come in only when they see you doing well. And when they are doing well, you don't hear from them. But when they're doing bad, you hear from them. And so she was just mentioning that that is a form of like energy draining. Um, they need your spirit, they need your energy to feed off of so they can get themselves where they want to be, so they can have some abundance, so that, things, they can have the fruits of their labors come out in their life. But once that happens, they leave. You don't hear from them, they don't invite you anywhere, and then when they need you again, they come back. So I feel like right now you guys are kind of using your discernment, really figuring out, who's really there for you and who's not. Alrighty, what self-care message do you have for Pisces? Let's see. More for Pisces, please. Thank you. Spirit was good today. We have beauty. So in this picture, you see that she is just looking out to the ocean. I think she's just finding the beauty in all things, in all aspects of life, really. So, when I was going through my spiritual awakening, I kept hearing, once you're done with your spiritual awakening, you'll see the beauty in everything in life. And then, people would have, a montage of trees going out in nature and things like that. I'm not going to lie, I didn't have it, completely to that extent, but I did appreciate things more. So even, bugs, before I was like, ew, bugs, but my daughter is that way right now. She's 3 and she's afraid of everything, flies and everything, spiders and all that. And I sit back and I'm like, okay, they're not going to hurt you. They're here for a reason. We have to be kind to them, things of that sort. So I think my perspective kind of shifted, and I feel like that's kind of where you guys are at. You might be seeing the beauty in everything that's around you right now. So the message says, today you are a creator of beauty. You are blessed with moments that let you know beyond a shadow of doubt that all is well in the world. We have time. Time spent worrying is time spent. So I feel like right now you are getting to a point, Pisces, where you're just kind of being content with where you are, not focused so much on the past or the future. Although, of course, we do need to be connected with both just a tad to learn what we need to learn, right, with the past. But I feel like that comes down to doing shadow work more so than anything. And definitely just, not focusing so much on the future to where you are missing out on what's going on in the moment. Okay, so maybe that's something that a lot of you guys have struggled with in the past, where you definitely were just always kind of thinking about, oh, I missed out on this person, I missed out on these opportunities, or you were so focused on getting a new lover, or focused on getting a new job promotion, things of that sort, where you weren't able to necessarily be in the moment and be grateful to Spirit for allowing everything that's happened in your life come through. So all of your blessings. So if you have had a job, I feel like that is where that pertains to. So when it comes to career, a lot of times we do have jobs that are less than ideal, that we do work at to gain those experiences, some life experience, that work experience. Okay, so I do feel like it comes to a point where you do learn how to be grateful for the lessons that you learned with each job. and learn how to be thankful that you even had that job in the first place. Yes, you can work at like McDonald's and make like a crappy wage and still be grateful because you have money. You have money to actually put food on the table for your family or whatever may have you. And then as you move through life, you are going to be switching to more abundant timelines where you're going to be getting better jobs that align with who you are at that specific moment. Of course, if you are wanting something else, you can obviously manifest that by switching timelines to be in a more abundant timeline. But you need to believe that it is meant for you and it is yours, okay? So we do have listen. So right now she's listening to a family member or friend. It says people start to heal the moment they feel heard. So some of you guys, I feel like you might feel like people in your life just have not been listening to you. Could be friends, family. But I feel like for some of you, there are certain things, certain aspects about maybe your life that you have not shared with a lot of people just because it's painful, just because you feel like you'd either be judged or that people just don't want to listen to your struggles. But I feel like those who are really down for you and who are part of your soul tribe are going to be the ones who want to hear you out. They are going to be the ones to uplift you. They are going to be the ones who you can confide in. So I think it's just a matter of you finding those people who are meant for you. Okay, and I think that, your abundance for some of you might be a little bit blocked. Maybe your heart chakra is blocked or your throat chakra is because you have not shared with some people. You might be a little bit guarded in terms of being expressive to other people, but you got to remember unconditional love is the highest vibration. Okay, it's the highest frequency. So although there is a chance for people to do you wrong and take advantage of you, I do feel like you do need to allow yourself to be open and vulnerable. Of course, you do also need to use your discernment, really be cautious as well as who you open up to. But if there's someone who you know you can open up to and you are holding back, I feel like you do need to get into the place where you're able to kind of just be expressive and let them know how you're feeling. And I feel like this mostly pertains maybe to relationships where, you feel like you can't really share with other people what you went through in the past. So some of you guys might have like really been through the ringer in relationships. I'm talking like domestic violence type of things. And if that's the case, I'm so sorry. But there needs to be a point where you allow yourself to open up to others so that they can also give you unconditional love. We have surprise. Release your expectations and be open to surprise. So some of you guys, again, you might be expecting a little bit too much of other people, especially when it comes to love. You might be expecting people to be a certain way, check all your boxes, dot all your I's and cross all your T's, and that might not be necessarily the case. Some of you guys like things to be a certain way, and you have maybe a little bit of unrealistic expectations for certain things where you're just not flexible in that department. But I feel like once you're able to let go of control, open up a little bit more, maybe share that past trauma that you have with someone who is a love interest, then you might be gifted with the universe and gifted with a surprise. We have priorities. It says the quality of your life is determined by how you spend your time. Make sure your schedule reflects the life you want. So for some of you, I do feel like you are taking more time for yourself at this moment, guys, and really just prioritizing what's really important. For some of you, being with your friends and family is really important. For a lot of you, having the time for yourself, especially if you are a parent or you're like really busy, always on the go, taking time for yourself is very important. You can't take care of other people if you are not in a healthy mindset. So, whether that be your mental health, whether it be your physical health, or even your spiritual health here, okay? So, Pisces, that is all I have for you. I hope you like this reading. There goes Bubba. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, Pisces.